or 112 for farming in the Philippines.
27.5.
27.5 kilos. So that's what, 60 pounds? Yeah, I knew those were heavy.
It's 30 per kilo, so it's 825.
825? Okay. So we're here to get 2 batteries.
One.
Okay, 30 peso, hey, I'll take it. So we're getting 8, what was it, 865? 865 cord for the big batteries. Which is, you know, better than throwing them in the trash pit.
It's 1680 for the three.
1680 for all? Beautiful. So we're going to get 2 of those large batteries, the next size up from what we have been using. These are the 150 amp hour, and the ones we have been using are 120s. So these are the next size larger. Is this the largest you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big battery. How much is that gonna weigh when it's full? Am I gonna be able to unload it? 30 kilo?
That is weight.
Well, it's no liquid yet.
No, 21.5.
And that's with no liquid?
No liquid.
Oi, what happened? Marcel. Look, we're running a little bit late today. So to avoid having to drive home in the dark like I did last time, which I just hate doing, she's gonna, look, we want to get some cheese and maybe try to get some pepperoni at the Alturas downtown. And we're in Tagbilaran. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So she's gonna catch a tricycle and try to run that errand, kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because this is gonna take some time. He has to prep these batteries. And so where's the technician, man? Huh?
He's on the way na, sir.
Oh, he's on the way? Okay. So we're having to wait for a little while for the technician. So we're going to get those 2 batteries and 3 of those panels, those big 550 watt. And then we're pretty much done. That's a pretty fancy inverter. What the specs are on this. How many watt? Is this 5,000? 10,000. Of course, now everything's upside down. Let's see, input, where's the output? What does it say? Three kilowatt. Peak power 9, so it's a 3 kilowatt with a 9 kilowatt surge. Well, the one I've got is a 3 kilowatt. Actually, this is the one I have right here. How much is this one, Di? Do you know? 33? Yeah, I got mine for about 1/3 of that. So yeah, great deal on the panels. Everything else here, not so much. I was also looking at some connections while I was here, and they don't have much. They do have these. And they have cable. How much is this per meter?
150 per meters.
150. What gauge?
6
I'm sorry?
6 7.
6 7. Hi, doggy. This looks like hot here.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
maybe 1 p.m.
Well, as fast as we can. I mean, we have to go all the way back to Tagbilaran, and I don't want to drive in the dark like I did last time.
Already so far pa. Ayan. 1 p.m. na siya, sir.
Okay. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to load them myself. Okay, as it turns out, we got here like 5 minutes before lunch. These technicians were kind enough to come back because they had just left for their lunch break. But they were kind enough to come back, and Marcel was not able to get a tricycle because it's lunchtime and all the tricycle drivers are eating lunch. So no tricycle was available. She hasn't, all this time she's been trying to flag one down and was not successful. So we're going to be finished loading here in about 5 minutes, so we'll just all go to the mall. Well, Charlie's finally getting...
You cannot reach there.
You can't reach nothing, Charlie.
He's trying.
You can't reach the handlebar, you can't reach the pedal.
Done.
Mommy, that's probably kind of hard on the balls. No grandchildren for you. What's Mommy doing to you?
What he's doing to me?
Alright, so hopefully we'll be back on the road to Taliban at the very latest by 2 o'clock. If we can do that, then I'll be home before dark. Okay, I had to call up my buddy Tracy to help me figure out the wiring on this. Wiring in these 2 new batteries into the 4 old ones. It was more difficult than what I had anticipated. But we've got it right. So it's, I don't know, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the system is generating 977, 78, up to 1,000. So I just now turned back on the inverter. But these batteries I tested them before I hooked them into the array. They were at 12.8 volts, so they're basically fully charged. But this controller likes them a bit hotter than that. So just hooking these up without the inverter running, just connecting these batteries into the string, increased the output of that controller about 250 watts. It was charging these batteries here at like 600 watts, and added these 2 to the string, and it boosted it way up. So got about 3 hours worth of sunshine, left to recharge these batteries. I have been running the refrigerator all day and pump some water as well. The overall output of this system with this one controller on it is far above what it was having it with the 3 controllers. I'm not going to say double the output, but a great deal more. Probably in the order of 300 or 400 watts more. So I'm very pleased. We're going to get these batteries charged as well, these new ones, and we're going to run the fans all night and give it a test drive. And if we can run the fans all night, then the next night I'm going to try to run all the fans and the aeration as well. I haven't hooked up any of the new panels. I was going to. If this hadn't taken me so long, I would have hooked up one more of these panels just using one of the old controllers. But it's been a frustrating morning. That large, that's an old extension cord right there. It's one I shipped from the States. At one time it was 100 feet long. This is the wire that we got out of it, 2 of the strands anyway. It's 8 gauge, and it had 3 strands of that in it. So, and it's real copper wire, real copper wire, not like this electroplated aluminum, which is so common now. That's all copper. So that's what we're going to be using to hook these up. That's what I hooked the new batteries up with. When the new controllers show up and I wire up all these, I've got this copper wire here to do it with. Even the copper, quote-unquote copper wire that I got here was more bronze than it was copper. Copper is a a rare commodity in the Philippines, I guess. So we're just waiting for the controllers. Tata and Nerio have finished the banana planting, and they're going to begin on getting these new panels on. I got the materials. They were delivered a couple hours ago, so off to the races. All right, Tata is prepping all this iron here. So look, we're going to do it the way that I had wanted to do, the way that I'd wanted to do it. So those 3 panels, 3 new panels are going to be hooked together, and they're going to go right up there next to the other one. And the way it's going to be is it's going to be those 3 panels hooked together and a piece of wood right on right in the center there. And the panels are going to be, let's see, how can I show this? They're going to be attached on this end, and the far end is going to swing up and down like that. So in the morning, I'll prop them up at an angle to catch the morning sun, and in the evening, they're just going to be laid down on the roof. That's only about a, maybe a 10 or 15 degree pitch, but it's enough. It's not going to be nearly the angle that these panels are getting, but it just makes everything so much simpler. It's just going to be connected with hinges. So it's going to come up like that in the morning, and I'm just going to lay it down on the roof in the afternoon. It'll still get good sun all for maybe the last 2 hours. And that's going to be good enough. So what else we're going to do is we're going to trim all the branches on this mango tree that are on my side where I'm standing, and because those branches block the morning sun. I'm basically standing in the center of where the panels are going to be, and the sun comes up right there. So all these limbs here on this side of that trunk are going to be taken off. Alright, so Tata Nerio, if we can't, try it again. Even though we got a 3,000 watt, 6,000 watt surge inverter, it and even with the new batteries hooked up, it will not run this welder. So once again, I'm gonna have to take it over to Nerio's and weld it there. It's just one frame because we're not making individual frames for the panels. We're just making one big frame. So should be able to complete that today.